One, two, three, go! Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is episode 35 of the Trugg Walg series where we take a deep dive into the TFAT case subreddit to see what the heck we're doing here. Okay, so whenever I do these before band practice, I swear they always lead me to running just tad late, but hey, I'll deal with that later. So, a few things I want to say before we begin. If I ever had a lightsaber, it would definitely be either red or yellow for sure. Let me know what color your lightsaber would be. And fun fact about this, I could actually duel with this. I mean, sure, it would kind of scuff up the blade, but I could just always get a new one. It's actually meant for like heavy dueling, which is cool. It's from Ultra Sabers. I got the Mace Windu design because it was the sleekest and arguably was like the most comfortable to handle. Honestly, I still regret not getting Darth Vader's or Anakin's. But which one would you get? Anakin's or Darth Vader's? I don't know if I could choose. If I had to, I think I would get Anakin's and just change the color to red. Oh, that would be so cool. Okay, so we actually have another round of haters will say. Let's see what all the mean comments that kept me up last night crying. Let's see what these people have to say for themselves. Okay. And another fun fact, this music we're listening to is probably one of my favorites. This Stardy music I made, like part 1 and part 2, like I think like winter and fall, I actually uploaded them to my YouTube. So if you ever want to use these for your videos, you're more than welcome to. There's no ads, so you can play them just like this. And I made them. You know, the creator made them, and I just kind of made a long version of them. So yeah. Hey, when I said I do this to help people, I wasn't fronting on you. I was being legit serious. Okay. So the first comment, I feel weird saying these individuals' names, so I won't. I'll be cool about it. They weren't cool, but I'll be cool about it. This is what you do with your life? Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, this is all I do. I just react to Brendan Schaub content. What do you do? Just look up his video? I've heard it both ways for sure. I'm not watching this crap. But you sure as heck will comment on it, right? Very, very incaressing. Everyone, have you ever heard things both ways? Definitely let me know what the most incaressing thing you've heard both ways is. So another wait, this person looks familiar, but whatever. They said that OnlyFans too expensive. I completely get it, but you know, when you gotta have standards for yourself, right? I like to think I'm a classy person, sorta. So it's certainly not the cheapest, but I wouldn't say it's the most expensive thing in the world, but it is what it is. Okay, I completely get it for sure. But the Patreon does have tiers, so just saying. Though, what I did want to say is my OnlyFans slash Patreon, the top tier, has become a decent amount more X-rated. So if that's what you're into, then I think you might like what you're gonna see. Another comment says, she's Jeff the Killer, OMG. Who's Jeff the Killer? Great dude, never met him. Another one says, Brenda is funny to hate, but I don't think his show is really for you, LOL. Very creative way to promote your OnlyFans. Well, for sure, his show is not for me. And this, we're not reacting to a show here. We're just reacting to the sub, which does just talk about the show, so it's a little bit different. I said that to my mom like yesterday, and she's like, please never say that again. Another comment says, I think it's like the last one actually. So the last one says, who's this redacted chick? It's me. It's me. Oh, I think I skipped one. So okay, here's the last one. Never make a career dependent on hating someone else who's out there grinding, like him or not. Uh-huh. I get most of my, well, lately all of my videos have been just about Brennan Schaub, so I completely get it. But I do so much more than just react to these videos. So everyone just be cool. Be cool. I love that advice. Just be cool. And I also love this light, how it's brighter. It's not as dark, so you see everything. I'm so weird. What's wrong with me? Alright, so let's get started. What/who killed the drunk Schwab era? I remember when I first started, I spelled it like Schwab. I got so many comments being like, there's no W in his last name. Relax. I know. So what killed it? I did see this last night, actually. And I really kind of tried thinking for myself. And instantly, the first thing that came to mind was his wife. His wife is super shallow, like me. So I almost guarantee you, she's like, hey, Bren, you need to start losing weight. Your body is becoming atrocious. And when BGL said some advice to Brendan about his special, about the Gringo Poppy, that he should have lost 30 pounds, that is so true. Like, Brendan, why were you extra thick during the Gringo Poppy? It's not thick, dude, you were just fat. Like, you really should have lost 30 pounds. So I get, like, his wife is all about, like, fitness, or, So I can almost guarantee she was like, hey, Brian, you need to start losing weight. You're turning into a fat piece of crap. And then, all of a sudden, Ozempic, Ozempic comes out. And it was like 2 peas in a pod. That's my theory. So yeah. And supposedly it does kill cravings. I was gonna hop on Ozempic for like the longest time, just because, I don't know, but I just never did. Not worth it. Not worth it. Oh, that's right. That's right. Everyone, I just prepare so much for these. So, we are actually going to look up the signs of autism. I may have it because people say I'm redacted, but really, I might just have autism, which is a fear point for sure. I probably do, let's be real. But let's find out if Brendan has autism. Okay. So, here is what Google says. The range and severity of symptoms can vary wildly. Common symptoms include difficulty with communication, difficulty with social interactions, obsessive interest, and repetitive behaviors. Whoa. Now, that doesn't sound like me too much, but for obsessive interests. Like, yo, Brendan, how do you switch from like fish head, gator head, baseball coach, beast of a coach? It's so weird how you do that. Even I don't switch interest that much. My interests have been pretty consistent, really. So people may experience, for the behavioral part, it says inappropriate social interactions, sounds like me, poor eye contact, compulsive behavior, impulsivity, repetitive movements, self-harm, or persistent repetition of words or actions. Brendan always repeats himself. So does Wings of Redemption. I'm pretty sure Wings has autism too. It's like everyone has autism nowadays, right? Developmental, learning disability or speech delay in children. Interesting. Cognitive, intense interest in a limited number of things or problem paying attention. Everyone, come on. This is too on the nose. Psychological, unaware of others' emotions or depressions. That's so true. That's why he can't read the room, and he's such a beast of a podcaster, because he just pays he just pays attention to himself. And the last one says also common, anxiety, change in voice, which I, yep, dude. Sensitivity to sound or tick. Oh, like the constant rub. Okay, yeah, like that's where he rubs, right? No, like how he always rubs his thigh. Everyone, Brennan Schaub is officially diagnosed with autism by me, a girl with autism. Couldn't happen to a nicer dude. Okay, so now I swear, like the intros are always so long here, but it's what we do here. It says, Guild Guitars, big ups to you. Oh, this video might be good. Yeah, I know comic books, man. I grew up on that crap. It's a painted narrative, B. Let's see.
I'm familiar with Dr. Doom. Yeah, I know Dr. Doom. The villain, Superman.
Oh, really, dude?
Bad guy.
Yeah, I know comic books, man. I grew up on that shit. But Jay was saying we were getting some emails because we're talking about Dr. Doom. And I was saying how he was with Superman. Grew up on that shit. Dr. Doom's from Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Superman's from DC.
Yeah.
It was like, one's Marvel, one's DC. Brendan's so wrong. I'm not wrong. I had the comic book as a kid.
He's never wrong.
You're lying!
Yeah, it's my memory remembers certain things.
Your memory
I
remembers.
can remember. You see the action one? There's a few.
Oh, really, dude?
There it is. Oh, weird. Shit. Shut up, nerds.
DC, yeah.
Yeah, one's DC, one's Marvel. Shut up, nerds. Shut up, nerds.
They did a
You know, wouldn't nerds actually be right about it? Brennan, in this instance, you're the nerd because you're the one who's right. Even though I don't even think you're right, but you're the nerd. Project much, B?
collab together or something?
Yeah, they do collabs with Marvel DC. That was one I remembered distinctive.
Oh, really,
Like,
dude?
one's Marvel,
For
one's DC. Those don't
distinctive.
mix. That never happened. Brent said Superman. Dr. Doom's Marvel. Yeah, dude, had the freaking comic.
Oh, really, dude?
I was balls deep in comics as a kid. I don't think I didn't have the original. I'd have the original now. Balls deep in comics. I had the card or the cover, but I remember distinctively that picture, Dr. Doom versus Superman. That picture, Dr. Doom versus Superman.
You're full of shit.
Balls deep in comics as a kid.
Hap, I gotta be real with ya. I think Guild Guitars is becoming my favorite chef. They always cook up the most tastiest, just such groovy dishes that just vibe with my soul. Guild Guitars, big ups to you. Brendan, you have a very uncanny way of just being that unlikable. I remember the thing I was most wrong about in this Trugg Walg series is probably when I said pound for pound, when I thought it just meant like you could do the same weight, but it really meant like an ant is pound for pound stronger than a cheetah. And when I made my next video, I just laughed about it. I wasn't like, oh, everyone, you see, here's what I really meant. Like, Brendan, it's a right to be wrong. Just to be such a narcissist, have such an ego, honestly, that must suck. And borderline be that much stressful because you just have that constant pressure to always be right. And then you're never right. So you always need to keep like defending yourself, digging a hole deeper, deeper. That sucks, Brendan. But like I always say, you've done it to yourself. Okay. Who else bought their Rogan kettlebell? No way. That's atrocious. Oh, there's more. Who else bought? That is... like... Honestly, how could you listen to Rogan? I think I read a comment the other day was like, oh, when we just talked about conspiracies and the smoked weed, it was watchable. Which for sure, I could see that not being like so bad. But ever since he turned like right-leaning, it's just like becoming annoying. People like, Rogan's not right-leaning. Sure, he has right-leaning fans, right-leaning talking points. All of his guests are right-leaning. He meets with right-leaning politicians. But he's not right-leaning. Give me a break, Baba. Come on. If it smells like a duck, looks like a duck, has the same weight as a duck, it's probably a duck bee. A new CEO. Red Lobster set to bring on former PF Chang's leader as CEO. Right on. I know Red Lobster's like closing down or something, and where I'm from, there's like not a PF Chang's in sight. I would love to go and make a review, but I probably live at least like 30-40 minutes away from one, and it ain't that serious. I live by a what are they called? Panda Express, which is, it's really good, disgusting food. You know how it goes. That would suck. I mean, I don't know what to say. Started Baldur's Gate 3 and accidentally created this. The metrosexual Brendan from the Ice Age era. Yep, that's what it looks like. Weren't we watching this video? Or no, it was Lego Head who said he never trusts a dude whose mustache cannot connect with his beard. And the worst part is, he shaved that part. At least I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. If there's anything worse than Thick Boy, it's probably his facial hair and how he thought it looked good. Luckily he at least shaved his, this part, so it looks like half decent with a mustache, I guess. But dang, Brendan, I don't know what's up with you. BC fires shots at Dephilia. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I actually plugged in my computer to the router so we wouldn't have lagging problems. You can see how well it's working, right? So that probably won't load. Okay. Theo still figuring things out. 25 most influential creators of 2024. From TikTok mainstays and Instagram stars to streaming heavyweights and YouTube legends. Here's this year's biggest players. Streaming heavyweights. Oh, daddy. At number 10 is Theo Von. Theo Von is for sure killing it. Rolling Stones, this is very dicey territory of being like, here are the top 25 murderers, straight savages of content creators. That is so cringe. Jeez. I'd wear a thong, Baba. Brendan does wear thongs. He does wear thongs. Nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying. Because, you know, Brennan's very conservative, so just saying, you know.
Is a guy complaining because
Grab
someone
him by
grabbed his
shorts.
shorts.
Agree.
We shouldn't have fucking shorts.
Agree.
Yep.
You know, Anderson Silva figured that shit out a long time ago. Wear tights.
So did pro wrestling.
Why do you want some shit where someone can grab? Have some shit where no one can grab
It,
it.
it has to be like you don't want to look gay thing, right?
Yeah,
It has to be
let
that.
the fucking peace hang.
No, I think you're
Let's
old school,
go.
like Vitor Belfort,
Yeah.
Vanderlei, get that sunga going.
I'd wear a thong.
Like Bert Kreischer at the pool.
Yeah.
I'd wear a thong.
You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about when comedians make gay jokes and you know they're just kidding. But Brendan, he looked like, well, actually, hold on, everyone. I want to go back to Brendan's. That's the face you make. Okay, no, he looks sort of disgusted, but it's also sort of the face that like you make when someone calls you out or mentions something you've done in secret and you get super nervous, like they're actually calling you out, but no, they're just saying, Brendan, we know you're wearing a thong, dude. Just admit it and we can move on. A thick boy. You're racist. I love, he's like, in the 3Ks, you know, because you're into baseball. That's funny. That's really funny. Is this Cho the worst member of the Bopaverse? I mean, he's not my favorite. I have no interest in him, like, at all. I don't think what he does on Kill Tony is funny or cool. It's just stupid. You know, Tony, you were that person who waited hours just for that shot to get on. You were that wolf that you're that hungry wolf that they gave a chance to. So in return, you're giving chance to other hungry wolves, which is respectable. But then you just crap right all over them when you get the first chance to. You become the very person you swore to destroy. That's a shame. Rink's latest guest appearance on another podcast has 370 views in 5 days. And more than I get, so.
Put up the, I'm not going to do this to you the entire show, but this just happened to be because you're talking about acting. Can you put up the thing where he's talking to, yeah, there you go.
And by the way, this is not a video about cancel culture. This is not a video, it's certainly not a video about the Me Too movement. I happen to believe, and it's taken me, to be completely honest, it's taken me a while to come to this conclusion, to understand this. I believe that the Me Too movement is one of the most important movements of my lifetime, because for the first time in history, it gives women recourse against the abuse of power. And that makes the world a better place. And that is not a political statement. That's just fair play. And I believe in fair play. But I also believe in due process. And we live in a very strange time where anybody can make an allegation against you and you are...
I miss that. I always forget. It's fun. I see that and I go, it's good. I can laugh. I can barely watch myself usually, but that's okay.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I don't think these girls were making just false accusations. That sounds like someone who's trying to defend themselves. But I will say this. I get to get in Hollywood, you may need to do things that you're not necessarily comfortable with. But in return, you'll get a Hollywood career. So if you want to do these weird things, then do it if you want. But you can't come back years later and be like, oh, like, I was tricked, whatever. Because I say this all the time. It's like making a deal with the devil. You need to read the fine print. However, on the same foot, if someone's groping you without your consent, then clearly you can speak up, you know? So it's a fine line for sure. Hollywood's really weird. And if you want I don't have a problem with it. Would I, if someone's like, Nikki, you have to do these weird rituals to get into Hollywood, would I do it? Probably, yeah. Because I don't really care, you know? That's just me, though. I always said there's nothing wrong inherently about selling out. But if you're gonna do it, just be proud of it, you know? Just whatever, who cares? I don't know. It's like if some just aren't gonna load. Nothing I could do about it. It's out of my hands. Oh, oh dang, this one ain't loading either. Let's see. Actually, I'll reload the page. Selling out is a very interesting point. Oh, what's this? Fresh collab for DFAG dropping in piping hot. Oh, it's a peanut car, whatever, with the ring striving with after his eye surgery. If I had an eye surgery like that, you all are never going to catch me like being online for at least a month until it's healed. But anything for clout, anything for clout. It's so weird. There's something like that. Whatever. When I plug it in, it's even worse. Bappa could never. So celery alarming. Let's see. Actually, this is impressive. Oh no, Brennan can't do this. You know, if Brendan was there, I honestly think everyone else there would just lose that much more credentials. It would bring him down a peg. It really would. All these gearheads that have Brendan on, it's like they're just begging to lose credibility. That's awful. Now, do I say if you're a comedian hang out with Joseph Rogan, you lose credentials or, you know? No, because they know where their bread is buttered. Honestly, that would suck. People just hang around you just because they know you're rich and it can give them something. I get every relationship in life is a give and take. You earn things, you give things away. I get it. But people are always just looking out for themselves. I missed the cat I was 8 months ago before I heard the word Kibitek. Last week of the giveaway of Kibitek. It just all these companies, it's just so embarrassing. But hey, money talks and BS walks. So as long as Brendan's paying, they don't care. Oops. Oh, that was it. Okay. Oh yeah, I was watching like some stream today of Star Wars Outlaws, and someone passed by one of the huts. I forgot his name, and he was like, "Oh, he's a thick boy," and I was like, "No freaking way!" What's that hut's name? I can't remember. Something the hut. Yeah, but when he called him a thick boy, I was like, "Dude, come on! Like, are you just trolling us, or do you actually like? Are you aware of PF Chang's breaking necks caching?" This arguably looks like a special needs child. Everyone, if I won a fight, it's like, yay! Yay! Whoa. I mean, what other face are you supposed to make when you like win fighting? But something about this really does scream like special ed. Special ed. Yeah. Burn the bar stools. Okay, so this is proving Joe Rogan is around 5'2". I mean, Rogan, if you're that rich, why do you care if you're 5'3", whatever? Who cares? There's a lot of short guys in the world who are like 5'5". They make the most of what they can. And they're not even as rich as you. Joe Rogan, if anyone has that FU money, it's you. The fact that you're still so insecure about it is crazy. What can you do? This sweepstake or Brandon's? He gets so triggered when you spell his name wrong. Win a choice of a gold-plated Cybertruck or 14,000. Oh, I would do the gold Cybertruck. And oh, I actually seen if you win the truck, you need to pay $14,000 in taxes. That is wild. So when Brandon hands you over the truck, the IRS is just gonna step up and be like, "Oh, by the way, that'll be 14,000." That's crazy. In Arizona, I actually, like, me and my brother took our first Uber, which was a driverless car, which was really cool. And on our way home from like the bars, our Uber was a Cybertruck. How crazy. The dude's like, "What's up?" It was like 12 or like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was just like driving in a Cybertruck. It just looked like the inside of a Tesla for the most part. So it was nothing like crazy special, but it was nice for sure. Kind of like minimalistic, kind of like what you would expect, you know. Bottom blank blues. Okay.
By the way, shout out to Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy's got some in war. Some people.
Oh, come on. I can't keep doing all these songs. I'm sorry. Plus, like, a lot of them always do get copyrighted, and I've seen to trim them out, so it's just like, it's weird. All right, The Irishman. Okay, let's see what this is.
Right. You know, sometimes in a movie, maybe you don't know that that's CGI.
Right, yeah.
But then there's a time where you're just like,
of course.
The CGI,
it always, it's something
on their face.
Yeah.
Like the
I think it's on
CGI,
purpose.
the CGI in the Irishman. You're like, bro.
Martin Scorsese's new film, The Irishman.
In The Irishman.
A few weeks ago, I watched Martin Scorsese.
Fucking Martin Scorsese or whatever the fuck it is.
Scorsese. The Irishman.
In The Irishman.
It was like, hey, this Scorsese guy.
Martin Scorsese, how he's like, it's not really like
Scorsese?
Yeah.
He's pretty good at making movies. He should make some more.
Scorsese said it.
Boom. Hey, which one is it?
There's Brian.
That's great.
These are always hilarious.
That's funny.
I do want to endorse someone tonight. I wasn't endorsing RFK. I'm going to endorse this next gentleman. One of the greatest people that's ever lived. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Diaz.
That's one of the greatest dudes to ever live, Joey Diaz. That's embarrassing.
I had girls sucking my dick and giving me coke from Chewy. You think I'm fucking kidding you? Fuck yeah, you gotta suck my dick to get up in the belly room. I'll make a call for you. That's the fucking gateway into coming to Hollywood. Everybody knows that.
How many girls did you have do that?
Oh, 20 of them. I had this little blonde open mic chick dog that used to come up to the Comedy Store with a 20 and just take me up to the belly room and suck my dick, then go do her set. She was tremendous.
Wow.
She finally freaked out. When she got to Hollywood, bro, she was beautiful. And when she left, she had dirty fucking, her nails were dirty. And then a year later, she wrote me a letter to the Comedy Store. You cocksucker, you broke me. I kept shooting sperm balls in her fucking ear bar.
I have no words. Yo, look, that's like somebody's daughter. Joey Diaz, you're disgusting. Big ups to Chin Second Balcony for actually pointing out this dude, Joey Diaz, is in fact not one of the best dudes to ever live. That's so random too. It's like not no one even thinks that. At least you could have said someone at least more famous, like anyone really. I can't really think of anyone else, but like even Shane Gillis dressed as Trump, like that would be more like, okay, whatever, it's fine, I guess. Then freaking Joey Diaz, that's embarrassing. Fig Notaro, eat your heart out. Oh, really, dude? Where's her car? Such like a 2000s, like, VHS? Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like. I was never into movies growing up. But I would love to see like a 2000s movie like this. That'd be so cool. Oh, dang, I wonder why they're not loading. Well, I guess like I could try seeing something really quick here. Turn back on the Wi-Fi. Yep, of course, like the time I actually like hook it up to the computer for a better like connection, this is how it treats me. What did Brian say? He's like, "Oh, show your elders some respects, you Fs." So I guess maybe it's just Reddit's down or something, which I could for sure see. Congratulations, you're doing great. 17 days since a TFAK episode has reached 1 million views. I love all those pictures. That I love how we always use Brian's face when he got that surgery. And this dude, it's so funny. What was the episode that he reached 1 million views? That's interesting for sure. I mean, but is there a reason? If I had to guess, because realistically talk, when you start a podcast for so long, eventually numbers have to go down, right? But there's a lot of podcasts such as Theo's who more or less just started, who's getting like millions of views. But really, if you stay consistent with your quality, you would expect the numbers to keep going up. Like, I've improved the quality over all these Trugg Walgs, at least I would like to think I have. And I don't think I've paid the repercussions yet. Not yet, anyways. The Grim Reaper comes for all of us. Okay. Everyone, are your favorite Trugg Walgs the ones where I talk the most or when I talk the least? Who knows? When I start talking the most like this is when it really does start feeling like a podcast. When I don't think these are podcasts, I don't consider them that podcast. When people call them podcasts, it hurts my feelings. But what can you do? Okay. Coffee talk.
I don't trust coffee shops with too many choices. If they're good, they got the meat and potatoes.
I guess so.
Espresso. You got your
but
drip,
that's where they make their
cold
money,
brew.
Though.
That's it.
But that's where they make their money, though. But that's where they make their money.
No, bro.
Yeah, there's no money in like giving
that's
somebody
not where they make
like,
their money, Brendan.
a $3 thing of just brewed coffee.
Oh,
you
you guys are fucking stupid, huh?
No.
Because you know the cheapest thing with the highest profit margin is their regular cup of coffee. It costs them 6 cents out the door.
I guess.
Liquid. My fucking kidneys are bothering me, man. And people are like, oh, you need to drink more water. But when you if you talk to a doctor, fluids are fluids. Like, obviously there's diuretics, but if you're drinking enough fluids are fluids.
You're definitely dehydrated then.
I don't know, my fucking kidneys, man. I was like, my lower back's hurting. I'm like, it might be my kidneys.
Whatever.
Cup,
But now
everything.
they can really
sell it for
Then why are they
$5.
selling croissants and shit, man?
Because you're stupid and you buy it. I like that.
Brendan, this is what I'm talking about with you being so unlikable. You guys are effing stupid. Brendan, you have no idea how coffee shops make their money. I don't, but I could assume the reason they're selling like bread and everything is because they need more profit margins. But it's like, no, they don't. So, Brendan, honestly, that was sort of triggering. because there are times when you like are just confidently wrong, but that was one where you really were, and for no good reason. Yeah, that was like super annoying. And you're like, fluids are fluids. Obviously there's diuretics. Well, Brennan, the diuretics do something. They make you dehydrated, right? Like, or I thought diuretics actually make you go to the bathroom. I don't know. But actually, everyone, can we watch this one more time? Will Ching's allow it? Let's do it.
I don't trust coffee shops with too many choices.
Like
if they're good, they got
like Starbucks. You don't trust Starbucks, but you go there every day, right?
Meat and potatoes.
I guess so.
Espresso. You got your
but
drip,
that's where they make their
cold
money,
brew.
Though.
That's it.
But that's where they make their money, though. But that's where they make their money.
No, bro.
There's no money in like giving somebody like a $3 thing of just brewed coffee.
Oh,
you
you guys are fucking stupid, huh?
No.
Because you know the cheapest thing with the highest profit margin is their regular cup of coffee. It costs them 6 cents out the door.
I guess.
Liquid. My fucking kid.
And you think putting foam on it and charging $2 more isn't going to be a bigger profit margin? Brennan, how do you know what the biggest profit margin for coffee shops is? I swear, this dude's crazy. Okay.
Needs to bother me, man. And be like, oh, you need to drink more water. But when you if you talk to a doctor, fluids are fluids. Like, obviously there's diuretics, but if you're drinking enough fluids, fluids are fluids.
You're definitely dehydrated then.
I don't know, my fucking kidneys, man. I was like, God, my lower back's hurting. I'm like, oh, it might be my kidneys.
Whatever.
Cup,
Well, now
everything.
they can really
sell it for
Then why are
$5.
they selling croissants and?
How does he? Oh, they only sell croissants because you're stupid and you'll buy it. Not to make more money. Brendan is so against being wrong that even when his kidneys hurt, he's like, well, no, fluids are fluids. So it can't be I'm dehydrated, even though there are diuretics. Brendan, your ego, literally and not metaphorically, has costed you everything. It has costed you everything, my friend. All because you have to be such a narcissist. Just more proof that Bappa is in fact a car guy. Dancing around. I know, right? That's so stupid. Brennan, you are not a car. You're not a gearhead. Okay. Multifaceted, extreme comedy show. The tragic rise of America's fastest top young rising comedian.
Cracking up.
Oh, it's
and
a long one.
A fan.
Harlan's the best.
To be able to have moments like that there.
But again, it was a celebration of comedy.
Yeah.
Like the Legends bucket when you kept pulling people out of the bucket.
So
it's it's also a celebration of your creation, Tony. Like I see it, I'm like, God, they deserve it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I look at it, I'm like, yeah, go, man.
One of the reasons why I don't think it became a Netflix show or a TV show is that you can't really describe Kill Tony in like one sentence. Like there is no one line that describes Kill Tony. It's such a multifaceted, extreme comedy show. And one of the reasons why, you know, without a doubt, is the fact that sometimes it's not a comedy show. Sometimes it's a very serious show with a lot of laughter mixed in. Wow. Because I figured we have every other type of art pretty much happening, right? We have stand-up, improv, hosting, right? Music. There's a video technology happening, podcast technology. But yeah, giving these people a chance to, you know, show off a talent that they have or have their first kiss or things like that. It's just like I always ask myself, what if I was pulled out of that bucket, whether it's year 1, year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what would I want to happen to me if I did good? And if I did bad, what would I expect that the worst that could happen would be? And I ask myself these things, and, you know, you mix in these moments of, if you put yourself in position to do it, you can make almost anything happen.
How are all these comedians just so full of themselves? I could never imagine making this like this kind of video. I'm like, everyone, this is ridiculous.
And I feed off of that. I feed off of the energy of people around.
Now that bit, what if Pat wasn't there? What would you have? You wouldn't have done that bit, right? So you just kind of just did a throwaway.
I would have done it to the whole crowd instead of just him. I thought because like you guys make fun of him, it might work a little bit
You would
better.
have made them all stand up and salute you?
Yeah.
No, you would have picked one guy.
Yeah.
You know what he's saying.
I don't know. Maybe not.
He would have picked one guy. He would have done that. We were shitting on him. He thought it would work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is fucking brutal. Is this going to be an hour of this? I don't want to do this to people. It's fucking horrible. Nobody can be funny in a fucking minute. It's stupid.
Oh, no,
You're
it
up there
happens.
for fucking 2 seconds.
Oh, it happens a lot. Jesse just took a real bullet
fuck
there.
this. You don't even... fuck this. Fuck this. This is stupid. It's stupid. You're fine. You're fine.
Hey, Bill.
Jesus Christ.
Bill, you're getting a little cranky. Go count your money, will you?
I'm not getting cranky. I'm sticking up for him. You guys are throwing him under the
Don't you raise
fucking
your
bus.
voice to
He
me.
threw himself under the bus.
I love that. Bill Burr's actually sticking up for him. Like, he's like, oh, well, you're rich. Oh, good comeback, bro.
He threw himself under the bus. Jesus. There's one more, and then I'm out. All right? There's another one, mean just to be fucking mean. I'm not doing this for fucking... trying to bring it up here.
Yeah, why be mean to up-and-coming
love it.
comedians?
Jesse.
You know, Till Coney, when you inevitably crash and burn, one of these comedians that you gave such a hard time to will be rising to the top, and they're going to remember how you just crapped all over them when they were nobody. Oh, for sure. It's the
You
ego
did
with
so
these
bad,
folks.
one
I
of our
always say
guests is
that.
about to quit. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, if there's a negative lining, Tony will find it. There it is, right between the ray of sunshine. There's that little nugget of negativity, you fucking cunt.
Yeah. That's it.
Smarmy fucking cunt.
Yeah,
Jesus
that's it.
Christ.
That's pretty much it. That's the route that I have to take. So I'm riding it hard. I love it. Let's move on. Maybe somebody will do better than Jesse.
I've been using
I don't think we're going to get anything out of him. Turns out...
All right, man, there you go.
There he goes. Data and numbers. Data and numbers. I'm excited about this. I hope to God somebody does okay. Because the pressure is on now.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. I love that.
Smarmy fucking cunt. Jesus Christ.
I never knew much about Bill Burr, but the fact is that he's actually sticking up for these comedians is really cool. And I sort of agree, like, who can really be like that funny in 1 minute? It's sort of a lot. Like, you must need just like some like knock jokes or something just to be like that funny. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, here's what I was saying. If you win a car, what are the taxes? So you'll pay $15,000 in taxes. Wait, or is it like, or you get $2,000 for the next 2 months, or 12 months, which is $24,000. So that doesn't seem right. I think someone said in the comments that he's gonna ghost you after 2 months, which I could for sure see. Then he's gonna keep the car. I'm dang near positive it said $2,000 for 12 months. So Brennan's almost hoping you don't take the car. That way, Brendan gets more money and you just get less. Time for Al Tiger to start making content. Oh, that's my boy. Haha, Callum will be live on my YouTube channel doing a fight campaign for the fights while I work the fights. Swing by and show some support if you can by hitting the link. I don't get it. That's confusing. Oh, this video isn't available anymore, but it has like almost 600 upvotes. Wonder what happened. Dunham's newest puppet really creeps me out. Till Coney. The sub is going in on Joanna and Tony as of late. You love to see it. It really couldn't happen to nicer people if you think about it. the Bappa Man, Starbucks fight scene, Mr. and Mrs. Schaub story. Okay, let's see this.
Bad construction guy. At least she posted a picture of the giveaway. That's cool. LiveFastEatAss.com. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, P.F. Chang's.
Oh my word. That was easily the funniest thing we've seen in this episode. Big up, successful egg. That was amazing. I love that. Seriously, that was freaking awesome. Hey, Marg Wigski. That time Bappa was hosting the Super Bowl party. Okay, now tell him Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight boxer of all time. And then they're all... I love Impractical Jokers. It has to be one of my favorite shows that I never watch. I have before, but all I do is just like go on Pluto TV and watch Bar Rescue and just like other stuff, but it's usually Bar Rescue or Storage Wars. I usually watch it at night when I'm like editing content and stuff. Yeah. A throwback to the height sensei figuring out Theo or Toe's actual height with some catnip on the side. Okay.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Joe Rogan. How tall is he?
I decided to find his height based off this frame of him holding a can in this YouTube video. I was able to confirm that he's holding a caveman Nitro based on this Instagram post from 5 years ago, and I'm estimating that his palm plus his middle finger is about half the circumference. Next, I'm going to be using this photo for his thumb size. 8-ounce and 12-ounce cans do have the same maximum width, so I was able to set up this triangle assuming that his thumb was perfectly upright against the can. Next, I'm going to be using this photo of him holding a bowling pin for chest reference. And bowling pins do follow a standard height of 15 inches. First, multiply 2.6 by pi to get the circumference of the can. Divide that number by 2. Now multiply 2.6 by 1038 to get thumb size. Add those numbers together for hand size. Multiply that number by 1.618. Multiply that number by 2. Add the hand size back on. Multiply by 2 to account for both arms. And add 15 to be left with 68.8 inches, or about 5'6" and 4/5 inches.
That cat noise. So Rogan is 1 inch taller than me. Whoa, that is crazy. I love that. Hey, and I thought I had too much time on my hand. No, those are the best brains for the arts. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's so good. All right, everyone, that's all we have time for, unfortunately, because I got to get myself to band practice. If you like this episode, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to support me on Patreon or OnlyFans for really hot X-rated photos of myself and more episodes that I'm always posting on Patreon first, that option is always available to you for sure. Everyone, thank you so much. Please remember, you are loved and appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, Nikki signing out. See ya, everyone. Have an amazing rest of your day.